Hello, this is Jasmin from the Netherlands. How are you doing? Just a moment, I have to make some more lights, otherwise, the video is gonna be a bit dark. Okay, there we go. So, how are you doing? Um, in the description about my YouTube channel, it says that there would be some tips on healthy living and on writing and on sales and on business and occasionally on saving and investing. So let's talk a bit about that. A while ago, I was watching YouTube and I came across this video, and it says like how they are keeping you poor. So it is clickbait, it's a bit shocking, controversial to make you to click and watch the video. Uh, I, to be honest, I think it's a load of horse shit. I don't agree with it. Why would society keep you poor? Who are these people in society that are keeping you poor? Can you give me some names and addresses so that we can pay them a visit, so that we can report them to the police? Who the fuck are these people, right? Uh, uh, what is meant by that? Is it the maybe 1 or 2% of society that are criminals? Well, you have police and the FBI and all those organizations to take care of that, right? Is it the industry of scammers out there, offline and online, but you can avoid them? Uh, is it the tax people, the IRS? Well, here in the Netherlands, we pay taxes, and it is used to fund schools. We all went to school. It is used to make and maintain. We all use them. It is also meant for these, I don't know how you call it, like social welfare income from the government for people who are disabled, for people who can't find work, and so on. All of that is, and the police and the fire department and the hospitals, all of that is paid from the tax money. So the tax people are not taking a part of your income to keep you poor, but to fund these things that are necessary for all of us and to keep society going. So as you can see, I don't. I totally disagree with that. I think. I think that you should look for the problem elsewhere, and that you can find it in the mirror. So you are not doing it consciously. Then no one wakes up and thinks like, well, today or this month or this year, I'm gonna keep myself poor. Nobody thinks that. It just happens unconsciously. Uh, uh, let's say you have a job and your income is 1,500 a month, and all your expenses for living are 1,400 a month. If you pay everything, you obviously have paid the rent, the electricity, the food, and so on. But you only have like €100 or $100 left. If you if you buy if you go shopping and you buy a new pants for $50, then you only have €50 or $50 left. Uh, you go for an ice cream. You go visit your mother and you buy some flowers. Uh, you go and eat these French fries and have something to drink. Some friend of yours has a birthday, and you buy them a present, and you have spent you have spent all your money. You have spent all the 1,500 that you have earned, and then you are broke and you are poor, and but you did not do it like consciously. You didn't think like I'm gonna keep myself poor. It just happens, right? Unconsciously. Spend a bit there, spend a bit here, and the money is gone. So what if you earn $1,500 every month, and uh, like I just described to you, by paying what you have to pay for the living expenses, and by treating yourself a bit, and by just living, and spending a little bit here, spending a little bit there. Every month you spend the 1,500 that you earn. So what if you do that this month, and you do it next month, and the month after that, and you do that every month, the whole year? You earn 1,500 and you spend 1,500. Well, who then is keeping you poor? Is it not yourself who is doing that? Of course. So what should you work on? The out there, the society, or should you work on yourself to be more disciplined, to save a bit of your money? So I hope that now you realize who is really keeping you poor and what you should be really working on. Uh, so a solution is, you've probably heard it, the pay yourself first rule or principle. If they pay you your salary on the 25th of the month, I'm sorry, I have to look up this word because English is my third language and I don't know all the English words, but I want to say it to you correctly. So I just have to look it up. Okay. So when you get your money on the 25th, you before that you go online in your internet banking, or if you don't have that, you go to the bank and you in your online banking you set up that every 25th uh, $10 is going into your savings account automatically. And if you don't have online banking, then you can go to the bank and tell them that you want that, and then they will set it up for you. And what would be even better is that you go online and you compare. There are these websites where you can compare interest rates, and you compare interest rates of all the banks that are out there, and then you pick one that that is a online bank. We have a few of them here in the Netherlands. And then you go to their website and you open an account. And in your internet banking, you set up that when you get your money, for example, on the 25th, $10 is automatically transferred into your savings account at this other online bank. That is helpful because if you have your savings there and you cannot help yourself from buying this stupid gadget or whatever, then you would have to first go online, log into your account, transfer the money into your checking account. But because it's an online bank, it takes 2 working days. And then that's like a threshold, right? Because you have to wait a few days before you get that money, and then your urge to buy this stupid thing will go away. So that's a threshold for yourself to help you to not touch your savings that you have there. So maybe that's a bit better. And because it's an online bank, they don't have offices all around the country, so they don't have to pay a lot of rent. They have lower costs than the traditional bank, who has branch offices all around the country. And because they have lower expenses, they can pay you a little bit more interest on your savings. So that's another benefit. So uh, you well, I hope that you know that only if you take action, if you learn something and then you apply it, you take action on it, that only then it will help you. Otherwise, it won't. If you just listen to this video and you move on to the next video, nothing will change. If you just read the book and put it away and start reading another book, then what you have read and learned in the book won't help you if you don't take action on it. So in this video, I will ask you to take a few actions, to do a few things, to take a few steps, so that it will help you and aid you for the rest of your life. And you have to change your attitude a little bit and open yourself up to being a student and to learn and to follow advice. With other words, be take the attitude of being coachable, right? Otherwise, if you are not coachable, then nobody and nothing can help you to change your life for the better, right? Okay. Uh, so maybe it's a good time to take some notes. Maybe you have this note app on your laptop. Then you can jot it down there, or you take just pen and paper and write some notes. So you can write down the following two things that I want you to do. The first is go online and compare interest rates of savings accounts of the different banks, and then pick an online bank and go to their website and open up a savings account. And then after that, the second thing is go into your online banking, log in, and set up that on the date that you get your money, your salary, that's $10, $10, €10, whatever it is automatically transferred into your savings account at this online bank. So those are two things that you have to do. The third is go to your local bank and open up an investing account, or go online and find an online broker where you can invest in mutual funds, bonds, and stocks, and open up a investing account. You're gonna probably open up an investing account at a online broker, because like with your savings accounts, these people have their business mostly online. They don't have offices all across the country. They have lower expenses, and then they can offer you a lower transaction cost, lower fees for your investment account. So that is the third thing that you must do. Um, so I have a savings account at a internet bank, and I don't know. You can probably you cannot read what is in it, but I have like 120 euros in it. Oh, here, if I keep it like this, then maybe you can read it. And I have set up in my online banking that when I get my money, that is on the 20th of the month, that automatically 10 euros is transferred into this savings account at the online bank. And I want you to do the same. And then I have opened up a investment account at a online broker, and I don't know if you can read it, man. It is at Bucks Zero. That's how the company is called. Oh, here you go. There you have the chart, and here we have a few stocks that I have bought. Uh, so I cannot set up that every month automatically 10 euros goes into my investing account. I have to do that manually. And so every month on the 20th, when I get my money, automatically 10 euros goes into my savings account at a online bank. And then I manually transfer 10 euros into my savings account. And then in the savings account, you have like a list of companies that you can invest in. And I have decided to only invest in companies that pay out a dividend every year. So if you buy a stock of the company, that's a little piece of the company. Then you become a shareholder, and then when the company makes profits, they pay out a percentage of that profits to the shareholders, to the people that have invested in the company. So I want to make clear that I am a business owner. My company is called Hyro International BV. That is something like an LLC. I sell greeting cards door to door and occasionally gift mugs door to door, and I sell the books that I have written online. So I have no association or affiliation with the banks or with the online or offline brokers where you can invest in. I don't get anything from them. I don't want anything from them. This advice is meant to help people, and it is for free. Okay. So maybe you are thinking, well, I that seems realistic. It's just $20 a month. I know, like you know, that we are supposed to pay ourselves first or to save 10% of our income at least. But in reality, that is a bit hard to do. So we just, because that is hard to do, we just start with these $20, right? We keep it really simple, and we keep it realistic and reasonable, and because of all of that, it is simple and easy to do, right? So maybe now you're thinking, well, man, that's a really good idea. I want to do that, but I everything I earn goes into my expenses, and I don't have the $20 a month to do that. And I know that you do. So don't worry about it. So pay attention, listen, and take some notes, and then take action on the things that I want you to do. For not for me, but for you and for your financial future. So you probably have a television subscription, and you also maybe have a Netflix subscription, because you can watch there all those great movies and series and shows that you cannot watch on the television, right? So, what you are gonna do is you're gonna go online, or you're gonna call, or you're gonna write a letter, or you're gonna write an email, and you are gonna cancel your TV subscription, and you are gonna cancel your uh, Netflix subscription. Just think about this. If you watch 2, 3 hours of television or Netflix every evening, 2, 3 hours a day, and you watch it for 10 years, and after those 10 years, you look back on those 10 years of watching television and Netflix, and what do you have of it? Nothing. You have nothing. So you're gonna cancel them both. And when you cancel them both, you will have 20 or 25 bucks left every month. Problem solved. You don't have to worry. You will still have internet. You can watch a lot of comedy on YouTube, a lot of stand-up comedy. That is way healthier for you to watch uh, for free on YouTube. It will make you laugh. When you laugh, your body makes those endorphins, which are natural happiness substances. It will help you to relax, to feel better. And you can also watch all kinds of different people, different things on YouTube. So you will not be missing much, because about 99% of the stuff on television and in the movies and in the series and the shows, it's just made up stuff, man. Fictional, purely fictional, made up stories, you know. So you don't you won't be missing anything. It's all a bunch of nonsense. Watching comedy is way healthier for you. So now uh, we have 5 steps to do. You're gonna cancel your television subscription. You're gonna cancel your Netflix subscription. You're gonna open up a savings account at an internet bank. You're gonna set up in your internet banking that every month when you get your money, 10 bucks is automatically transferred into your savings account at the internet bank. If you cannot Discipline yourself to not touch the money. Give your mother or your father or your wife or husband or a friend or someone the in-log codes to your savings account at this internet bank, and then you are sure, and tell them to not give it to you, and then you are sure that you will never touch it, right? And the fifth thing, you go to your bank or go to uh, online and you open up a investing account. So those are the 5 steps to take for you to do. And then maybe you're thinking like, well, finances and investing, that's complicated. Uh, don't worry about that. We're gonna keep things very simple, right? So, when you have done those 5 things, then when you get your money, maybe you have to manually transfer $10 into your savings account. And then you do that. Uh, then in the app or on the website of your investing account, there will be a long list of a lot of companies that you can invest in. Uh, you will not be able to invest in maybe half of them because you only have $10, and to invest to buy a stock, you also have to pay a transaction fee that can maybe be $1 or $2. So you only have like $8 to invest. And uh, but there will be plenty of companies that you can buy, for example, one stock of. If the stock price is $5, then you can buy one stock of that company. That's $5. Maybe the transaction fee is $2. That's $7. And then you have one stock in your portfolio, and you have $3 left, and then you keep that for the next month. So we are only going to invest in. We are going to use the dividend strategy, and we are going only to invest in companies that pay out a dividend. So before, if you when you're looking at this list of companies and uh, you click on them and you see more information about what the company does and what the company has earned last year and what the stock price is, how it has developed, and so on. You just scroll down and find out if the company pays dividend. If it doesn't, then go on to the next one. Some companies pay 1 to 3% a year. Some will pay 10, 11, 12, 13% dividend a year. So you want companies that pay out at least 3% dividend a year, because inflation is about 2%, and there will also be dividend tax. So 3% dividend a year. That's the minimum, right? That's your criteria. If it pays less than 3% a year, then ignore the company and move on to the next. So to keep it really simple, when you're looking at these companies, you only want you're gonna ask yourself 3 questions before you decide to invest in it. So the first question is, do I understand how this company earns money, right? So for example, I have bought a few stocks of PostNL, which is the in the Netherlands the national and the biggest delivery of the mail, the ordinary mail, right? The postal system. And besides the delivering the mail in all of the country, they also deliver packages of when people order stuff online. The company would package it, and then they would go to the post office and send the package with the product to the customer. So they are earning on the how do you call these things, that you put on a letter, the stamps. They are earning on the stamps and on delivering the mail to people, and they are earning on delivering packages to people from online orders. So we now that's very simple, and we now understand how this business, the PostNL, how they earn their money. That is by delivering mail and by delivering packages. So if you are taking notes, write down the 3 questions that you must ask yourself and answer before you decide to invest in a company. The first is, do I understand how this company makes money? Then the second question is, do I think that this company will still make profits after I die? So, will this company outlive me? So, to get back to the example of the PostNL, we are not really sure how the development will be of the ordinary mail, right? Maybe there will be less mail sent and delivered. Maybe there will be more email. That's a possibility, but But there are still millions and millions of greeting cards sent every year through the mail. So, hmm, maybe there will be uh, a little bit less mail sent and delivered and a little bit more email, but I don't think that it will completely vanish out of our lives. Not in my lifetime. Maybe I have like maybe 30 more years left before I die. I don't think that ordinary mail will vanish completely in those 30 years. For for the other part of that business, the delivery of packages of what people order online and then what the businesses send to the consumers, that will probably only increase and be more and more as people are ordering more stuff online. And because of that, I can say, I can answer the second question with yes. When I die, this company will still be making profits and it will outlive me. And then the third question is, does this company pay out the minimum criteria of 3% dividend a year or more? So does this company pay out 3% dividend a year or more? I they had like recently changed the percentage of what they pay out, so I have to look it up for you. And here, I don't know if you can read it because of the light of the phone, but here it says dividend rendement, the return of the dividend, the percentage is 24%. So that's really high, right? So we can also answer the third question with yes. And because we have answered all the three questions with yes, we can now buy one stock or a few stocks of this company. Um, and what is also important for investing is that we diversify, that we spread out our investments, and that we spread and minimize the risk. So, our game plan, if you will, our financial plan for the next 2, 3, 5 years will be uh, to have $10 every month going automatically into our savings account at a internet bank. And then when that happens, we manually put 10 bucks into our savings account, and then we look at a company that pays out dividend, and then we answer the three questions. If we have answered all the three questions with yes, so do I understand how this company makes money? Will this company still be making money after I die, or will this company outlive me? And the third is, does this company pay out 3% dividend a year or more? And then when we answer all the three questions with yes, then we can buy one or a few stocks of this company. And to diversify, to spread our risk and to minimize the risk, we will every month we will invest in another company. So that after a year we have invested, we have saved 12 times $10 every month, and we have also invested 12 times $10 every month, but we have invested every month into another company, so that after a year we have a portfolio of 12 different companies, right? And then if one of those companies would get into trouble and it would go bankrupt, then we have only lost $10, and that's not like fun, but we live in reality and it could happen. And because we have spread our money, our investments into 12 companies, we only lose $10, and that's not very much. We can recover from that, and we can keep on living, move on with our life, and we can also stick to the plan, because that's just a risk of investing. Oh yeah, I had made some notes and I forgot to say something. You have in your house a thermostat for regulating the temperature in the room. So this is another thing that I want you to do. Make the note every evening before you go to bed. You turn down the thermostat. You turn it down to 15 degrees Celsius, or maybe 14. I don't know how much that is in Fahrenheit, but turn it down to 15 or 14 degrees Celsius. And if you think about it, it is logical and it makes a whole lot of sense, because if you're living in this like house like I do, you have your living room and kitchen and so on downstairs, and on the above that, right, you have the bedrooms, and that's where you sleep. And why, if you are in your bedroom, in your bed, underneath the cupboards or the blankets, however you call them, the room does not need to be heated, right? Because you are already warm. And why would the radiator, or the thing that keeps the house warm, why would it be on and burning and using gas to heat the living room and the kitchen when you're not there, when you're not using it, it is night, nothing happens there. So if you it makes no sense to have the heat keep heating the living room and the kitchen for nothing all the whole night, right? So what you do before you go to bed, you turn down the heat, the thermostat to 15 or 14 degrees Celsius. And when you get up, you turn it back to like 19 or 19 and a half degrees Celsius, and it will heat up very uh, pretty fast. It doesn't take long, right? As you are drinking your first coffee, it will already uh, get warmer in the house. So, and by doing this, you use less gas or less electricity, and you maybe save another $20 a month. See? So that's really a good thing for you to start doing, to start practicing every day. uh, I must say that investing and giving investing advice is a bit tricky. Um, when I started my first company, that was in 2012, I wanted to invest my money and the money of clients into mutual funds. And then I could not have a investing company, but I could have a investing club, right? And if you want to have and the club was only allowed to have 100 participants, 100 customers, 100 clients, 100 investors. If you want to have a investing company, then you had to get a permit from the authority on financial markets, right? And you would have to have some diplomas uh, in the on finance to be able to do that. So it is like regulated here in the Netherlands, which was annoying to me way then, right? But now I see that it's a good thing. It's for very good reasons, because otherwise all kinds of people will be giving investing advice and stock tips to buy and to invest in, and then they lack the knowledge, they lack the experience, and then people will uh, believe them, they will act upon it, then they will make bad investments, and then they will lose money and lose their savings. So it is all regulated to avoid those kinds of problems and situations. So I am not like really sure about this video. Maybe there is a risk that I would get a fine for giving uh, investing advice, but probably I shouldn't get it because I clearly have experience and I have knowledge. I've taken 2 home study courses on finance and on investing. I've read a lot of books on finance. I have invested in mutual funds and in stocks for myself, and I have also invested for clients, so I have the knowledge and the experience. So probably it should be okay, and uh, I what I have been teaching you in this video is like very reasonable and controlled, and with small amounts every month, right? And it is also spread, like I said, every month to invest $10 into a different company, right? So, and why did I decided to make this video and to share this anyway? It is just to help people, uh, like like I said, by turning your thermostat down every night before you go to sleep. You will save like $20 a month. By canceling your television subscription, you will save about $10 a month. By canceling your Netflix subscription, you will also save another $10 a month. So you will have saved $40 a month. And then you can easily save $10 a month of that money at a savings account at an online bank, and you can easily invest $10 of that money into dividend stocks. But after answering the 3 important questions, and then every month picking a new company, and just keeping it at $10 a month. And you want to do this for a couple of years, and when you do it exactly as I say it, so uh, do not deviate from it. Do not uh, act stubborn. Do not think you have received a spark of genius from God. Uh, do not do not behave arrogant. Like I said, uh, change your attitude a little bit. Be coachable, so that you can really benefit from advice, and be willing to follow the advice like it is taught to you, right? And if you just do the there's maybe about 10 things that I told you to do. If you do them, and you are automatically saving $10 a month at your savings account at an internet bank, and every month you're investing $10 into into a dividend stock, and you do that, and then every month into another company, then after 1 year, 2 year, 3 year, a few very important things will have happened. And The first one is you you have stopped you have stopped keeping yourself poor by spending all that you earn, right? So then you can congratulate yourself on that. That's very important. The second thing is you have started to live below your means, right? So you're making this and you are just spending that, and the thing in between, the $20, half of that you're saving, half of that you're investing. You're living below your means, and that is recommended in a lot of books on finance. That is a discipline that you must do. And then the third benefit is that uh, you have practiced the self-discipline, the financial discipline of saving money on a regular basis every month. And the fourth is you have self-disciplined yourself. You have learned the discipline of investing some of your money on a regular basis. Then then you will also start getting a bit of interest on your savings in your online savings account. Uh, they will probably pay that to you every year. At this savings account online that I have, they pay it every month. And then you will also start receiving dividends from your investments every year. And then you will have the feeling and the experience of how it is to have actually have money working for you to grow into more money, right? That's also a great experience for you to have. uh, and maybe after a year, when the bank pays you your interest on your savings, and and uh, companies pay out your dividend. Mostly they pay it around May and June in the summer, or in the spring. Then you will probably be even more motivated to like look at your expenses and to see where you can save a little bit more money. Are there any more things that you can do without, that you can go without? Uh, and then you can maybe even increase the amount from $10 a month in saving into $15 a month in saving, and from $10 in investing a month into $15 investing a month. And then you will also maybe try to find, like you say, a side hustle or something extra to do for some extra income, right? So that you can maybe you can like babysit or cook for someone, or maybe you can learn to do door-to-door selling, and you go out every Saturday and you sell a product and you earn something extra, and then you can use half of that extra money or all of that extra money to increase your monthly savings and to increase your monthly investment, right? So that you make even more progress into building a little bit of wealth for yourself. So, and the investments, we practice the dividend strategy, and we also practice buy and hold. So we are only investing in companies that we understand and that pay a good dividend every year. And we are not looking to buy the stocks very cheap so that after 10 years we can sell them at a higher price. We are not looking for that. We just are looking to get them to pay out a dividend on a regular basis. Some will pay it every 3 months, a lot of them will pay it every year. We are just looking for that so that we can buy a stock this month in this company, and we don't have to look at our investments the whole month. And the next month, when we have saved $10 and we invest $10 into another company that pays out dividend, we do that, and then we can look at our portfolio and then close it and leave it alone for the whole month until the next month comes and the time to make another investment, right? Because the price of the stocks, it will fluctuate, it will go up and down, and it is not in your interest to look at it every day because it will only make you nervous unnecessarily and it will make you anxious, right? So just focus on building a dividend portfolio that pays out dividend on a regular basis, and don't worry about it, right? So I'm doing this for a couple of months now. I've shown you, and I have decided to share this because I save and invest every month for a better retirement. And I think that if it is good enough for my retirement, then I think that it is also good enough for you. And I am thinking about I already have a newsletter. I still have to uh, work on it, because if you go to my website jasminhyro.com and you sign up for the newsletter, which is free, then I have only set up that you get two emails from me. Uh, so I still have to work on it, so that the people who sign up, that they get an email every month from me, right? To keep in touch. And I was thinking about sharing in my newsletter every month the investment that I have made, and because it is for a better retirement for myself, and when it is good enough for a better retirement for myself, it is also good enough for other people. And then you can sign up to my newsletter, which is free, and then every month you will get an email. I will say hello, how are you doing? If I have a new book finished, I will tell you a bit about it, and I will also tell about the investment that I have made that month. And then maybe you can make the same investment, or you can get some inspiration, or maybe I could also offer a few suggestions, right? Uh, so, for example, if I invest in Ahold, which is the mother company of a chain of supermarkets here in the Netherlands, and then maybe it is not available, and I show it to you that is my investment, and I show it to you, and then maybe the stock is not available in your country, then I can suggest, well, if it's not available in your country, you can maybe make a investment in a few industries that are mostly stable, right? So, chains of supermarkets, we all need food and drink. Those companies will always do well. The gas and electricity companies, uh, the insurance companies, we all need those products and services, and those companies are very stable. So you could then pick one of those to invest in. Uh, and then If you do what I have suggested for you to do and you sign up for my newsletter and I share my investment and my savings every month with you, then maybe we can keep each other a bit accountable and we can encourage each other and remind each other to stick to the plan, right? Okay, let me try to summarize all the things that are important for you to do. So first, understand that uh, it is not society's fault or whatever. People are keeping themselves poor by spending all they earn or by spending all they earn and on top of that borrowing some money and also spending that, which is spending more than you earn and which will uh, lead into all kinds of problems, right? Uh, you are keeping yourself poor if you spend all that you earn. Uh, just realize that and take responsibility and change your attitude a little bit and become a student, become coachable, become willing to follow advice and to take action. Then cancel your television subscription, cancel your Netflix subscription, and every evening uh, before you go to bed, um, turn down the thermostat to 15 or 14 degrees Celsius. And by doing those things, you will have saved about 40 bucks every month. And then go online and open up a savings account at a internet bank. If you need, you can give the in-log codes to someone you trust, so that you are and tell them to not give them to you, so that you are sure that you will never touch the money. And then go into your online banking and set up that 10 bucks will go automatically into your internet savings account every month that you receive your money. Go also online, find an online broker where you can invest in stocks. Open up a investing account and every month transfer $10 into it and uh, look at the companies that pay out dividends. Then ask yourself the three questions. Do I understand how this company is making money? Uh, will this company still be making profits after I die? Will it outlive me? And does this company pay out 3% or more dividend a year? If you answer all the three questions with yes, then you buy one or two or three stocks of that company. But you keep it to that 10 bucks a month, nothing more. And from then on, every month, 10 bucks will go into your internet savings account and you transfer 10 bucks into your investment account. And every month you invest into another company that pays out a good dividend. and you just keep doing this for a couple of years. You just stick to the plan. Uh, and then you can go to my website, that is jasminhairo.com. You can sign up for my free newsletter, and in it, I will remind you every month with an email uh, to to make your deposit into your internet savings account, and the investment that I have made that month, and that you can also make, um, because it will be like a monthly reminder and a bit of accountability and encouragement. I'm doing this for some months, and it is working well for me. It is I'm doing it for a better retirement in the future, and if it is good enough for a better retirement for me, it is also good enough for a better retirement for you. Uh, I would also suggest that you get a copy of my book, Build Your Fortune, and that you read it a couple of times. On my website, there are links to where you can get it for free, and it's good for you to study a bit and to learn a bit about finance and about investing. um, and in this way, sticking to the dividend strategy and the buy and hold strategy, uh, you will slowly get more experience with saving and investing, and you will get a sense and a understanding of what are realistic returns with investing, right? So if you get from one company 5% a year, from another company 8% a year, maybe one will pay out a really big dividend uh, of 15 or 20% a year. Then you will get the sense and an understanding of what are realistic returns with investing. And that is also a very important insight and a very important understanding to get and to have, because there is a whole lot of, I cannot say it then differently than a whole lot of horse shit and a whole lot of bullshit out there, especially online, about these huge and unrealistic returns with investing, right? And uh, and I would advise you and urge you to stick to the plan that I have shared with you, because that is doable and it is realistic, and that you ignore all of the other stuff, right? And there are also a lot of scams with all of that and so forth. So just ignore it and stay away from it. And also the course, the home study course that I took, it says first master the basics before you move on to the exotic. So so we will stick to the basics, saving and investing in dividend stocks, and that's all we will do. So don't let them get you hyped up and crazy about all those crypto coins and all of that stuff. We are just gonna ignore that uh, and stick to the basics because let's for example go back to the example that I gave you of the PostNL that delivers mail and packages, or to I also have a stock of ABN AMRO, which is a traditional bank here in the Netherlands. It also pays dividend like 8% a year. Or to the Albert Heijn, the supermarket, right? Uh, we understand those companies and they sell the products and the services, and then every 3 months they have to publish their financial statements. How much was the gross profit? How much was the expenses? How much is the net profit that is left? Uh, then we can see if the profit is growing or declining or staying the same. Is the company growing? We see the number of employees and so on. And if the company is like consistently every 3 months showing us presenting us good results, then after a couple of years the stock price will slowly go up, right? It will start reflecting the growth of the company, and that is something that we can understand, right? And with all those crypto coins and all of that exotic stuff, it's a bit difficult to understand why it is going up in value and going down in value and so on. So we are gonna to keep it really simple, and we are gonna just stick to the plan and stick to the basics and ignore all of the other stuff, the exotic stuff, right? So uh, please, if you are gonna do this, then please do it exactly as I have told you. Do not deviate from it. Because how I have taught you is doable and reasonable and realistic, and we only use very small amounts and we spread the risk, and you can slowly grow in knowledge, in understanding, and in experience, right? And by doing it this way and sticking to this very simple plan, uh, we avoid that you lose a lot of money or that you lose all of your savings and so on. So please do it like I have taught it to you. Okay. Thank you very much for listening. Uh, I hope that I have helped you. And if you go onto my website, yasminhairo.com, you can sign up for my free newsletter, and then I will continue to help you every month with saving and investing. And also you can get a lot about maybe 40 English titles of mine and about 60 Dutch titles of mine for completely free. And I hope that my books will also help you. Uh, and this very persistent little cat is Ixie, and she how do you say it? She wants to be stroked, pet. How do you call it? A lot. She she wants a lot of attention. So thank you again. I hope you have gotten some good value from this, and uh, you can always send me an email if you have any questions. Okay, so thanks again. I hope that I've helped you, and I hope to hear from you. Until next time, bye bye.